What's up, you all? Welcome to my channel, DreamState. I am Love, and I appreciate you for tuning in. I wanted to go ahead and tap into the energies for the right now moment in time, the here and now. I do want to give a special thanks to all of you guys that participated in the special. I was so busy doing readings that I haven't posted in about a week, so I do apologize for that, but I am learning how to balance things. I have remodeled my station, so everything is working out perfectly. Things are manifesting, things are coming true, and I hope that is the same for you as well. There are some updates to the website if you guys want to go and check out. Because of your donation, this channel has been definitely growing. Because of your support for the readings and everything, the channel has definitely been growing very fast, very outstandingly. It's just amazing how the divine spirit of life is working through me to clear out certain energies and certain things within myself and within the collective as well. So all of my information is listed below for you guys to feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to comment, like, share, and subscribe. I will be doing free one-card pulls over the weekend. We are coming upon the full moon energy, so you guys definitely want to be in the midst of this great abundance that is coming in. So right now, the energy that is coming in for us during this full moon is the sexual energy of the divine feminine. We are at our peak of sexuality. We are at our peak of abundance. The divine feminine has been through a lot of clearing. She has grown a lot. She has ascended a lot. And not just her as a physical person, but the energy of the divine feminine, the energy of the all. As you all know, or maybe you don't know, but we are going into the golden ages, which means a total ascension for humanity, a total newness for humanity. And that's why you hear people refer to the new earth. So we basically have unlearned a lot of things, and we are reprogramming ourselves. We are rebuilding ourselves to be the best person and be the highest version of ourselves. So I received a lot of downloads over the last couple of days. I definitely been fasting and meditating a lot as the energy is transitioning. Just to bring to light a lot of things that's going on across the globe. So across the globe, there are a lot of things going on, and I need you guys to use more than 3 to 5% of your brain and start tapping into more of your brain. Start tapping into a higher percentage. Start meditating. Start being one with self, so that way you too can also bring puzzle pieces to the table. So across the world, there have been I know you guys are probably noticing, and please comment, send an email so that we could all, I prefer for you guys to comment. I appreciate the emails that I'm receiving, but I prefer for you guys to comment so that other subscribers or other viewers can also hear the commentary and the feedback, so that way we all could become one, because that is the goal, to become one. So a lot of things going on across the nation. There have been several pop-up deaths, like in different countries, believed to be some type of mass disease. So you guys definitely want to start researching and following that, because it's very interesting to know what's going on in these times. Also, I personally, throughout this month, and we're, just towards the mid of this month, and we're not even in the mid of June yet, but just this month alone, I personally have been brought my attention to 8 deaths the number of 8. 8 deaths. And 8 is significant because 8 is the number of eternity. So infinity, the infinity circle. So I feel like this is very interesting. This time right now is not a time to play games. It's not a time to back down. It's not a time to stop your ascension process, because the divine spirit of life is doing a major cleanup across this globe. 7 out of the 8 people, no, sorry, 6 out of the 8 people would signify family. 6 out of the 8 people that were brought to my attention of death was suicide. So there were 6 suicides that were brought to me. There was 1 murder of this person got murdered, 12 shots, 12 gunshots murdered this person. Another person died in a car accident. So, major global humanity cleanup going on right now. So either you want to ascend or you're going to be taken off this planet. And that's just from my personal circle, my personal clients that come to me and personal friends that confide in me, brought me those 8 deaths. And if I have been able to experience in that in my collective, I know that many of you have also may experience death around you. If not close to you, then definitely afar. Definitely someone that you know that know them. Definitely, I know that for a guaranteed fact. Suicidal rates are at its high right now, especially among the middle age to young adults. Suicide rate is at its high, and the reason why suicide rate is at its high is because we all have been through the dark night of the soul, and as we go through the dark night of the soul, we have the option to either come out of that dark night and ascend, or either stay in that dark night and choose not to ascend. And what happens is you are taken off of this planet if you choose not to ascend. So that is very, very important. I want you guys to stay mindful of that. I want you guys to take care of your temples, take care of your mind, body, and spirit and soul. Definitely take care of it. Mother Earth is fighting back at this time. Mother Earth is cleaning off all mucus. So basically, if you have mucus within your body, you guys can look up like mucus diet. But if you have mucus within your body, the mucus creates illness and disease. And what your body does when you get mucus, when you get illness, disease, and infection, your body starts to naturally fight it off and starts to naturally clean up. And that's what Mother Earth is doing right now. So there are farmlands being affected. There are cities and states being affected from the East Coast and the West Coast, even from the Mexican border. Water is sinking down everywhere. There are floods happening in places that floods never happened. There are tornadoes tearing people houses in half, that places that never even had tornadoes. I remember someone just reaching out to me recently about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and they told me there's a tornado here. And I said, you're in Ohio. Ohio doesn't have tornadoes. They sent me a picture and literally half of the house was gone. So there is sudden and total changes across the globe. The way the water is moving, we could touch on this really quick, but the way the water is moving across the globe makes you wonder and use more than that 3 to 5% of your brain to wonder whether the earth is round or flat based on the movement of the water. So we're not going to get into that here about flat earth and round earth, but I just want you guys to use more than 3 to 5% of your brain and start to use cognitive dissonance to determine what is true and what is not true and what is really going on. What type of what type of justice are you bringing to yourself? What type of justice are you giving yourself? Are you being holistic to your body? Are you taking care of your mind? Are you taking care of your physical temple? Are you able to meditate and sit in a trance when something major is going on around you? Are you able to pull that peace of mind in? Are you able to go days without indulging in food? Are you able to physically move? These are questions that you definitely want to sit and meditate on in these particular times. What type of macabre, what type of soup vessel is your body, is your soul in? Are you taking care of that vessel in that temple? Are you using that vessel and temple to bring you to your highest good and your highest purpose? Or are you using that macabre and that vessel to destruct your own being, your own well-being? So those are definitely major in this in this time right now. Family is definitely important. Don't forget about your children. Don't forget about your mom and dad, and reach out to your family right now. Everybody has not woken up, yes, truly enough, and some people are stuck in their ways. And you have to love and accept them for just that. They have their own journey that they are on. But at the same time, you still have a responsibility to your family to be part of that family. You were created in that family for a reason. So, don't continue to make the same karmic debts and the same cycles continue on for generations to come. Learn how to balance it. Learn how to adjust. Learn how to oversee and have understanding when it comes to your family and your children. One thing also about the global natural disasters that's going on right now is it's very interesting that there are the flood that is happening along the Mississippi River is happening also along nuclear plants, which is very interesting. Another interesting thing is that there are currently 5 U.S. international airports that is testing for certain diseases when entering this country. And there are only 4 national disease control centers, like major disease control facilities in the United States that can house people when they are contaminated with any type of infectious disease. There are only 4. So I definitely advise you guys to do a little homework and a little research and locate and see where those 4 are, and also look at the airports that are now under testing for infectious disease. The funny thing is that there is abundance of water, but the food is thirsty. There's an abundance of water happening, especially along the Mississippi River, and a couple other places are flooding right now. So we see an abundance of water coming through, but the food is thirsty. The food is going through a famine. We as a people are going through a food famine. There is not enough food here on this country, on this earth, to feed everyone because of how we as human beings have treated this earth, how we as human beings have treated nature, which is, it's time for us to turn things around. It's time for us to bring more divine energy upon this planet. But in order to bring more divine energy upon this planet from you and I, we must first have to tap inwardly and stop looking outwardly for love. The love that we find outwardly would never compare to the love that is DNA coded within us. It is within our DNA code, and we have to activate it. We have to go and we have to do the work and and ascend ourselves and activate and become light and become free from bondage. And if not, we will die off of this planet. We will definitely die off of this planet. The divine energy is an energy that has no name. This energy is purely an essence of the creator that created you, that created the all, that created everything here on this plane of existence. There is no name for something that is nameless. The divine spirit of life is nameless. And we, as a people, if you're under the sound of my voice, you have God duties and responsibilities to fulfill. And there are other souls waiting for you to step into position to bring your light so that they can follow suit and also ascend. You are here to save. You are here to save someone on this plane of existence with your being, with your uniqueness. And the divine spirit needs all of us to bring our puzzle piece together. So I'm going to pull a few cards. I know you guys heard it, but I have been shuffling them while I was channeling. But I'm going to pull a few cards, and this is for the collective energy. If it does not resonate, then that's fine. Take what's yours and then leave what's not. And if you want something more catered to you, either catch me on the free one card pull or go to my website. I'm running another promotion. You could go to the website and you could book an appointment. You can also reach out to me via the information below to book an appointment. So I have plenty of ways and plenty of methods that will cater to your needs, I'm sure. So let's call in some divine energy, and I want us to all listen to our hearts, listen to our angels, listen to our ancestors. I want us all to be in a place of the I am present, the place of gratitude and the place of humility, the place of peace and stillness. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, divine spirit of life. Thank you, angels. Ashe. Ashe. We have called in the spirit of protection and the spirit of wisdom, the spirit of knowledge, the spirit of knowing, the divine spirit of life, the spirit of intuitive insight. And let's tap into this energy. Is there anything, spirit, that you would like the collective to know? Is there any? Can we tap into the collective energy? Thank you, Ashe. Thank you. Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Is there anything else? Thank you. Okay. All right. So, okay, the first card that came out is the King of the Ocean, which represents order. We have order here on the board. So, this card represents order. It represents order. It represents the all. It represents everything is done in decency and order. That's what I'm hearing. Everything is done in decency and order. Definitely. So that goes back to what we were just saying about the earth and the cleanup. So with the earth and the cleanup, We have to understand that there's an order to this. We have to understand that there's a reason and a purpose that the world is currently going through the stages that it's going through. There is also a reason and a purpose that we are in this position to help humanity ascend. We are in a position to help uplift those around us by continuously being who we are here to be. So the king of the ocean symbolizes power, but to whom much power is given, much is required. So you are being asked to align yourself. You are being asked to align yourself in your proper calling, in your proper order, in your proper timing. So this is definitely like, this is also, I'm also hearing a father figure. So I'm taking that as a collective. Some of you guys may need to reach out to your father figure. Some of you guys' father may be going through a transitional phase right now as far as health-wise. I see surgeries. I also see health complications. I also see fathers being scared. We all had some form of daddy issues, whether your father was there or whether your father was not there. We all have some form underlying deep within us, childhood wounding that has something to do with father issues. And how I know that is because you are here listening to this video under the sound of my voice. So this represents, like, the king of the ocean is like traditional values, the maturity of us as humanity, the order, the protection, the authority. That's what I hear, authority. So it's dealing with the wisdom, the organization, leadership, and boundaries. So we have to create boundaries right now to those things that don't serve us. We have to show leadership to help lead others to the promised land. We have to be focused. We are definitely protected, and we need to use our wisdom. It is time to get to your work, your finances, your home in order. It is time to get your work, your finances, and your home in order. Take control and protect your assets. So you have to be in a protection mode right now. You have to be in an endurance mode right now. You have the authority to have power over all your assets, everything that is yours. So it's time to get your life in order. It's time to get your life in order. I mean, that's simple enough to put. Like, it's time to get your life in order, and your life is including your finances, your work, and your home. So your mind, body, and spirit, as we just said. So the next card that came out is the Sun card. So it is basically a reading as you step into this leadership position, as you step into this position of order and boundaries and authority and power and leadership, you are going to bring the sun amidst and alive. The sun is we actually are going into a phase where there are two suns that is going to be rising. So I feel like that's another reason why the sun is coming out. The sun is also giving you DNA light code activation that's bringing you to this promised land. So as a people, we are automatically being uplifted by this sun that is coming online to the planet. This sun is giving us strength, and that's the next card, strength and stability. This sun that is coming online is giving us strength and stability to endure, to continue. It is giving us courage. It is giving us balance. It is giving us vitality. So I'm taking this stability as being firm but calm. So that's what I was saying about the chaos that is unfolding around us, around the globe, around the nation. You want to stand firm and use more than 3 to 5% of your brain to understand the things that's going on. But you also want to stay calm as you start to see things unravel, because the chaoticness of this energy that is hitting this plane of existence is only going to get worse until the cleanup and the infection and the disease is totally off of this planet, as it would be if it was in your body. This situation, the things that the trials and tribulation that we are going through now is just here to test our character. It's here to test our resistance. We are being asked to have patience to withstand all the challenges that we are seeking currently or are going to seek. But do not panic. One of the major things that you must remember is do not panic. Do not panic. You are protected. Your divine spirit of life is always there with you. And there is nothing for you to panic for, beloved. So then the next card that came out was the Lover's card. So choices. So I think that a lot of you still have that energy of choosing whether you should look for love from outside of yourself. So you are learning that you have the choice to have that same love that you look for outside of yourself within yourself. So I think that a lot of you all are still in that energy of not sure whether you should let go or whether you should continue to hold on. But I'm here today to tell you that the choice of this Lover's card is definitely one that you have to overcome this energy. You cannot love someone more than you love yourself. You have to give that love to yourself first and then seek that love outwardly. If you do not love yourself, why would you expect someone else to? Let go of that energy of waiting and holding on. Make the choice for yourself. Make the choice. Choose you. Choose you to give that love to. You don't have to chase someone or run after someone to give that love to you when you could stand in front of the mirror and give that love to yourself. So then the last card that came out of this deck, and this deck was the Oceanic Tarot, the Oceanic Tarot. The next card that came out was the Seven of Wands. So basically it's saying that you need to protect your integrity. You definitely need to protect your integrity. So it's saying endure. So this card is an endurance card. So you need to protect your integrity, also boundaries. I'm hearing also boundaries because that came out with the Order card. So you need to protect your integrity and protect your boundaries. Say your words loudly and clearly. The energies that's coming in now from the moon phases is an energy of communication. So you want to say your words. You want to prepare to communicate with others. Have your mind set on being liberated and being free and being able to stand your moral ground. Have courage. You will get everything that you need. Don't worry. Don't hesitate. And don't hold back. And then a clarifier, because I'm pulling clarifiers for this reading. And the clarifier that came out. Okay, so I got 3 clarifiers here. The 3 of crystals. So you need to collaborate and be productive in this time. So you might have those around you that are there to assist you through this journey. So you want to collaborate with them. You want to join. Teamwork makes the dream work. Here at Dream State, we have Dream Team. So all of you guys are part of the dream team. You want to collaborate with that dream team and be productive and bring these manifestations to life. Bring this earth, bring this world to a higher standpoint for humanity, so that our children's children won't have to experience what it is that we went through. Be dedicated and trust the process. Also, have hope and know that this is only a readjustment phase that we are going through and we are experiencing now. This is a readjustment phase. So as we readjust, as we breathe, I want us to have the hope and the faith that everything is going to be just fine, and the divine spirit of life has a divine purpose over your soul and over my soul and over the souls of those who we will touch. So that is your reading, beloved. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you listening and for you, tapping into my energy. I want you to listen to your heart, seek your angels, listen to your ancestors, and always, always be a clear channel for the divine spirit of life to flow through you. You guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. I love you all.